And we're live here in the FWL studios. Today, we got a very special guest. We've called him a jobber every single podcast. We have indie guy Joe here.
It's good to be back. I remember being in beta when the show was good.
And, of course, we have Playboy CVV here.
I don't know what we're talking about today, but the very first thing we need to do is to let everybody know that here in the studio, me and Joe are in solidarity with Gabe, the commish, here.
Absolutely.
We are, fight on, fight the struggle. He had his eyes dilated, so he's, from a scale from 1 to 10, he has to be in about 15 pain. But we feel it, so he doesn't feel any different. Be a star. We're wearing sunglasses in the studios.
We want you all to show your support to the commish. Everyone, wherever you are right now, if you're indoors, put your sunglasses on. If you are outdoors, suffer. Okay? Deal with the brightness.
Sunglasses on, and not only does it protect your eyes, but it also makes you look really cool.
Oh, man.
Yes.
There's nothing cooler than sunglasses indoors.
Okay, so recently on the fantasy page, it was posted, who is the scariest superstar of all time? And I think right now we can all rule out Gangrel, because Gangrel is a huge jobber. What? What are you thinking?
Oh, I'm just trolling. Yeah, he's a humongous jobber. Sorry, Gangrel. I got your hopes up for a second there, right? You're like, oh, someone's going to say I'm cool. No, you didn't. I was just...
Gangrel, I am not sorry. You're a jobber. Huh?
I have no opinion. He had a cool entrance.
Scariest superstar, though, to me, no question about it, it's The Undertaker. I know...
I don't know,
man.
Original Mankind's pretty scary.
Vader.
Yeah, Vader wasn't on there. He was pretty damn scary.
Vader was scary as hell.
Why do you think Vader?
Because he went in there to legitimately kill you.
But Vader also came out with that weird, animal head thing,
right? It was like Darth Vader elephant-looking mask thing that blew smoke.
Yeah, it was an electronic samurai mask. Dude, that was amazing.
That was pretty terrifying.
That's the first Vader I ever... Well,
Big Van Vader?
Of course, before I remember him in AWA as Baby Bull Leon White, which was a terrible gimmick. But I remember when Big Van Vader, debuted in WCW and came out in that thing, and he was pretty damn scary when he came out. And I didn't even know it was Leon White either.
The mask made that big a difference, huh?
Yeah. Well, he had the full mask. I don't know. I kind of forgot about Leon White because his gimmick was so shitty in AWA. He was like a character I forgot about.
Wasn't he just like a football player? And that was about it?
You know what? I barely remember. I just remember he came out and kind of did his fists up in the air, bull horns like Stan Hansen. And I don't know.
Huh. What do you think makes Undertaker scarier than original Mankind, when he's hitting himself so hard that he's bleeding and shit?
Okay, well that might do it for you, but I'm just saying, with The Undertaker, epic, just intros and coffin matches, and Hell in a Cell, which was with Mankind too. Just his whole character and persona is scary. That's probably the scariest thing.
You realize I can throw both of what you two are talking about together and just tell you right now, the Sandman hit himself in the head till he bled and had an epic intro.
And
Come on now.
That's why you're wrong. Okay? That's
why. And now we are moving on. So
I am the master of segues. High five, bro.
Last podcast, there was way too many people on, and we didn't get a chance to talk about everything we needed to talk about. And what we didn't
a lot of stuff going on
really,
right now, too.
what we didn't talk about was that Charlotte Mike segment.
You also didn't get to apologize for having Grady on the show, because you owe everybody an apology for that, having the audacity to sit here and discredit us by saying The Miz is great.
Yeah, that's pretty
Well, he's not the first person to say that, so...
Yeah, I know him and Anthony.
Oh,
man.
God, Anthony.
What the hell, you guys? But, hey, to each their own, man.
I don't know. They're Southern Californians.
We didn't talk about the Charlotte thing last podcast, right?
No.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you straight up, real quick, because you were there, that Charlotte promo when she kicked Rick to the curb is going to make, one of those lists again, like AJ's heel turn with, Raw's top 50 whatever moments, because that was pretty ruthless. That was a great segment to get her a lot of heat. I haven't liked women's wrestling at all until about this now, what's going on. But it affected my dad so much when he was watching it that he was she sold it that hard, and Flair did, that my dad was starting to take it personal. He turned around and told me, "Hey, you better not ever think of doing anything like that to me."
He is getting ready to tear us to pieces. So, yeah.
That's a good. I thought it was amazing.
And people on the website were getting furious at it. Like, it's real, it's everything. So, I don't know. Did you see it?
Yeah, I caught it. It was. I liked it. I thought it was good. She needed to do that.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I wanted to see Ric Flair get beat up by a bunch of divas, but
I will miss though seeing Ric Flair coming out to Charlotte's music dancing.
Well,
I was one of my favorite.
Oh
parts
yeah.
there.
Well, let's talk about Dog the Bounty Hunter being inducted in the Hall.
Wow.
That's Michael P.S. Hayes. It's not Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure that's Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Okay, I got it. He's Doc Hendricks.
Oh, I know Doc. Oh, okay, yeah, that is Doc Hendricks.
Yep, that was Doc Hendricks.
Dude, I don't know what's going on because I never knew him as Doc Hendricks. I guess I wasn't watching WWF at the time.
No, it was when WWF was really was making everybody feel stupid, like testing our intelligence. I mean, you had Michael Hayes, who was really famous in WCCW. He was in WCW and was famous. He was over as hell. And then WWE brings him in like the new generation era, and makes him a commentator and calls him Doc Hendricks. I mean, it's like that everyone's supposed to just go. And he did his hair kind of different too, like James Brown kind of thing, with the fluffed out like Ron Burgundy mustache. Hey, he looked like Ron Burgundy.
Oh, man.
And he was called Doc Hendricks. And it's like no one was supposed. Okay, McMahon, no one's supposed to know who that is.
Okay. All joking aside, congratulations, Doc Hendricks, for being into the Hall of Fame. Let's move on. So we have to talk about something, and we don't talk about TNA on this podcast often, but it has to be mentioned. It has to be mentioned. Brother Nero, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy promos. What the fuck?
I quit. I'm not a wrestling fan right now. You have to change the subject for me to be a wrestling fan again.
I already said my words. That was the worst porno I've ever seen in my life.
There's more than one.
I like the dining room table next to the wrestling ring.
I like
that
how
was a thing.
I like how when Jeff Hardy got put through it, it wasn't Jeff Hardy, and it was a stunt man.
Well, that's probably because if Jeff Hardy did that, he would explode.
Does Matt Hardy have a barber chair yet or anything? Because he looks like that Sweeney Todd character. Is that what he's trying to do? I don't know. When anything from those two get posted, I don't know a lot about it because I have a really hard time wanting to waste like the time, the minutes it'll take me to watch them a promo. I mean, I don't want to waste that time in my life anymore. That's just complete.
Well, when I think of promos, I definitely think of the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, I feel like that TNA made an effort and it completely failed to copy Lucha Underground's format of doing promos. Yeah. And that's what that was. And if you watch that, that's how not ever to do anything in TV ever done. Right there.
Yep.
Well, you know what? TNA, they fucked up. And that's it we'll talk about with TNA. But my opinion always is they fucked up because people who watched TNA wanted to see something different than the WWE. They wanted to see something different. And they had that Six Sides of Ring, and they had AJ Styles and Bobby Roode, and the X Division was there. Jay Lethal was there, and it was awesome. I used to go and look forward to watching it because it was so different. That
the knockouts were taken seriously.
Yeah, and they're actually really good. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I forgot all about that.
The knockouts were taken seriously.
But what sucks is then they bring in Hogan, and he tries to turn it exactly into the WWE. The same thing. Yep. And now, since Dixie Carter knows you can't compete with WWE in that same format, in their same type of show exactly, she learned about that too late because now she sees Lucha Underground's doing something a little bit different, and people are watching that because it's totally different than WWE. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to copy Lucha Underground because they got nobody there that can create. They have no creative at all over there. They're just going to sit there and die again because people want to watch TNA because they want TNA to be something different than Lucha Underground and WWE. Quit trying to copy everybody.
That's it. That was nail on the head.
Yep.
Ring the bell
Yep.
and just keep ringing it because the match is over.
Yeah. Keep ringing it. The beatdown is still going. Keep ringing the bell to let everybody know. Yep. We need a ring bell, by the way.
Oh, it's going to be.
Okay.
You're not hearing it now, but it's going to be in the final version.
Oh, I like this.
So, okay, so now we have Indie Guy Joe here on the podcast for a very specific reason. He knows most of these cruiserweights from the cruiserweight tournament.
A good chunk of them.
Yeah,
but they've got a lot of guys. They got some dudes from China that I don't know. God, they've got...
Who is hands-on favorite?
Hands-on favorite? The Golden Star, man. It's got to be Kota Ibushi.
I'm just saying, just for psyche kind of thing. I've never even seen this guy wrestle or anything, but just
they've
been covering him a lot.
Yeah, you have.
Have I?
Yeah, he wrestled Nakamura at the first Wrestle Kingdom that we showed you. That was that 8-star match against Nakamura. You did see that one. I guess you don't remember him, but you probably remember Nakamura more because he's not.
To be fair, I didn't realize that
really
this was that guy. When I saw the picture, I realized who it was.
Okay.
So
I have seen him. And
yeah,
he's
you
fucking
have.
Awesome,
yeah,
man.
he is. He's one of the better flyers.
Okay, well, I know probably about maybe 3 other people on this list then, but they seem to be covering him the most, and I just thinking because they are.
Oh, he's got to be signed.
He's gonna win whatever this tournament is for what.
So he's not. He didn't renew with New Japan, and he didn't renew with with DDT, the other league he's with.
So that's my uneducated on.
Hold on. People don't even know what we're talking about, who we're talking about right now. So we're gonna run through these people. Indie Guy Joe is going to give you a quick info of who they are. So let's do the first one.
Yeah, Kota Ibushi. If you guys are interested in New Japan, you'll probably see him in a lot of their shows. He's also kind of a mainstay in the league. Where if you've seen the infamous penis suplex or Kenny Omega wrestle an 8-year-old girl, that's DDT. He was also in that league with some of their offbeat shenanigans. Grand Metalik, I believe he's CMLL. I don't get to watch a lot of the stuff from the other side of the border. Other than Lucha Underground stuff, but
I'm really interested in him because I've been seeing that name. I've been seeing that name around the internet and seeing his pictures.
Reigning PWG champion Zack Sabre Jr. So I don't think he will win because he holds like 6 belts in 6 other leagues, and Gorilla having name value, I don't know, man. Noam Dar, he's another one that's you can spot him. Where would he? I think he's Evolve. I think that's where he pops up. But yeah, those are the big names. Oh, cool. Tajiri's back. For those of you who don't know who Tajiri is, if you go back 10 years, he was the one Japanese wrestler from ECW that like stayed Japanese and was cool the entire time.
And those are basically
there's a lot more.
Yeah, I'm not going to run through freaking.
We're not running through them all. These are the people that the WWE website featured. Mm-hmm. So one of these guys are going to be the guys who are going to win.
Yeah, I think he is a reigning CMLL champion, Metalik. So I don't expect him to win it unless they're going to.
I'm excited to see this Zack Sabre Jr. guy.
He ties you up in knots.
So
he's just a straight technician. If you ever get the chance, anyone go watch him wrestle Kyle O'Reilly.
So is it like Benoit?
Yeah. No, British catch wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just his kind of look and shape kind of was reminding me of Benoit a little bit.
No, he's skinny.
Oh, he is skinny.
I feel like...
I'm just going to throw this out there. Gargano and Ciampa being in the tournament, too. I think I don't think they should be counted out.
I think it was... I still find it amazing when Ciampa was in Ring of Honor when I was watching. That's where I first saw him. Mm-hmm. How he was being kind of like pushed as like kind of a big monster, and now he's in WWE.
No, he was a crazy guy.
To me, that's what I took him as being kind of like a big mom and crazy, whatever.
Yeah, he was just a nutcase in Ring of Honor.
And now he's in WWE, and he's considered a cruiserweight.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get amazed. I'm not against cruiserweights because I'm looking right now at a picture of Austin Aries, man, and he's so small, man, but I've always liked Austin Aries.
Let's get into this cruiserweight tournament right now. Why aren't these guys in the tournament? Austin Aries, Tyler Breeze.
I went out of my way to get Neville in my 3rd round pick because I really figured they've got some good cruiserweights on the roster.
Yeah, why?
Tyler Breeze.
Tyler Breeze has been a good one. Here is my opinion on it. They're gonna make this title, the cruiserweight title. They're going to actually make it the indie title.
So they're going to have something below NXT? Is that what it is?
I don't think. No, they'll still have it. They'll still have it on the pay-per-views, but they're going to allow that belt to be defended in other federations.
or bringing an outsider to wrestle with it in the WWE.
I think that's what the plan is with it.
You know what? I hope that happens.
Like that.
That's a really awesome plan. Because then it will actually keep WWE at sometimes grassroots a little bit too.
It makes me think of that because you just see this huge name of people who are on this cruiserweight title list, and it's not like none of them.
Cruiserweight? Eric Young's a cruiserweight, right?
He might be if Ciampa is. Sami Zayn, yeah. Why isn't Sami Zayn in the tournament?
I think Sami Zayn's kind of transcended the cruiserweight division right now.
Speaking of Sami Zayn, if you want me to jump ahead real quick, just this Sami Zayn, I've been reading that again. Just been hearing. I don't know if this is absolutely true or not, but some of these sources are. I get good info sometimes, but saying that McMahon is going to try to redo kind of like that whole Daniel Bryan push thing, underdog thing with Sami Zayn. Do you think that he can recreate that push?
Absolutely not.
You don't think so?
No way.
I thought it would be hard, but
I don't think anybody can. That was insane. Everybody loved Daniel Bryan so much.
But I could see if anybody on the roster they want to replace because Daniel Bryan's gone, it would be Sami Zayn. But
he's such a natural, organic babyface. He always has been. Everything about him.
Daniel
just
Bryan.
makes you cheer for
And
the guy.
speaking of organic, that's what Daniel Bryan's was. It was just pure organic the whole time.
When I'm looking at an entire crowd, all slowly, simultaneously chanting yes, and the roof is about to explode, that blows your mind.
because
Not completely shitting on the rest of the card.
Yeah, the last time I ever seen anybody that over was Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's
that. And I don't know who would have been more over either. It's just like it was crazy how ridiculously over. And okay, so
why isn't Jericho in the tournament?
Oh yeah, seriously.
Read off all the names.
You mean from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, but now residing in stupid Idiotville?
Yeah.
Oh, Cesaro.
It's great because he's already better at talking than Roman Reigns.
There's gonna be a time where he rips off his suit and he's not gonna have wrestling tights on.
And on that day, oh man.
Well, Neville's returning. If anybody still remembers that he wrestles in the WWE,
I do.
Yeah, me too. But
I drafted him.
They kind of haven't given him. Don't you think they at least should have given him people updates about him and stuff like that?
Oh, seriously. I mean, he got the.
They just totally got rid of him.
Yeah, he got the up and comer of the year, right?
Yeah, washed out his whole storyline. He's just dead.
Just done. He died. Neville died. I hope he comes back.
I mean, he hurt himself.
Yeah.
He hurt himself in a match with Jericho. Why couldn't they been doing something with Neville going to come back because he's going to go get Jericho?
Yeah.
I mean, they could have had that.
He better come back without his cape. That cape is retarded.
Well, only Austin Aries can wear a cape.
I didn't like Austin Aries' cape either.
Neither did I.
But
you guys are both fired. Get off my podcast.
He looked like a little Dracula cape coming out.
You don't like that at all. WCW Saturday night. The King of High Voltage. And, fun fact,
they're also Blake and Murphy.
They are also Blake and Murphy's father. High Voltage.
And they mated with each other to produce Blake and Murphy.
Such an amazing tag team.
Oh, whatever.
Speaking of mating,
broken up is all holy hell.
Speaking of mating together, are we going to talk about that NXT pay-per-view? Because I wanted to talk about probably what is it? The Revival winning the tag titles.
I did not see that coming at all. Not one bit.
Again, and
I'm okay with it.
And
I like them, man. They go hard.
That's what I would say. Speaking of gay sex, but God, I hate that. Change the goddamn song, guys. Come on, that's freaking. It's terrible.
No, do not change that song. It is so bad. It is good at this point.
It's iconic, I guess.
Well, about that match at that NXT takeover, again, my sources say that McMahon was the one who made the call for American Alpha to drop the belts to the Revival.
I wonder why.
Reason that it's being speculated
Drafted.
is because they're doing the brand split and they're going to bring them up.
Drafted, yep.
And they're also, speaking of the brand split, stuff I've been reading about is they're thinking of having Roman Reigns as the champion, the face or whatever of Raw, and then they're going to have AJ Styles and his boys over there on SmackDown, and AJ Styles is champion. So
we're gonna get to that in a little bit, but let's keep talking about this.
I'll just say I probably like SmackDown better.
Yeah.
If that's the case. Here's the thing that what's the guy, the Mexican wrestler guy's name is
Andrade Almas, La Sombra.
La Sombra. Yeah, I wasn't impressed with him.
No, because he wasn't La Sombra. He's way cooler as the freaking masked and everything.
When I very first saw him, this was my thought process. I saw him come out, and his gimmick was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
he had a hat on with a huge feather with suspenders. He looked like Los Boricuas, like he looked like Savio Vega.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then he came out. His match wasn't overly. I wasn't overly impressed with it. He didn't botch or anything. Maybe just he's somebody better in the ring with. I don't know.
Whoa! He was in the ring with a perfect 10, buddy. Okay.
Hold on. But his finishing move, I liked his finishing move. His finishing move looked pretty hard hitting.
Balls to the face.
Yep.
No problem.
Yep.
If people want to watch this La Sombra, or what's his WWE name, I don't even know.
Andrade Cien Almas.
Why don't you tell him where he wrestled and stuff?
Oh, he's CMLL, champion, man. He was all about it. He won the IWGP Intercontinental Championship off of Nakamura. That's the promos that you saw when you had to defend Nakamura for being able to speak perfect English. The mass wrestler on the other side of those promos was La Sombra. That was him. He's pretty well accomplished. I mean, good sign. I wish they left the mask on him. I don't know why they unmasked him.
I don't know what is with the big American leagues, WCW, WWE, just their infatuation with wanting to unmask people.
Well, I just don't understand. Again, WWE was just like with the Doc Hendricks thing. Everybody,
they have to change everybody's image. I guess.
I'm thinking,
but they haven't.
Thinking people who know this guy.
No, they haven't.
They wouldn't change him from what his gimmick was, anyways. Because some people they haven't been, like Nakamura's, they have.
Yeah,
and he's still the same. Austin Aries is still the same.
All the people that have been coming in from the
Bullet
Indies
Club guys are still the same.
Now, here's my complaint. For the love of God, Ty Dillinger is an awesome wrestler. Why do they keep jobbing him over and over and over again?
Yeah, they got to find new cannon fodder. I guess I'm confident for him in the brand split, because if they end up pillaging the NXT roster, he's going to shoot up the card.
I find him totally fucking useless. No. He's to me, Ty Dillinger to me. He's just so fucking boring. I don't know why. It just is. Him and Jason Jordan, both of those guys.
Ty Dillinger has charisma.
Yeah,
Jason Jordan doesn't.
I'll give you this. It looks like I'm totally wrong in this because he's over. When he comes out, people are chanting 10 and he's over. So it's just my opinion. But my opinion in this matter right now with Tyler Dillinger is wrong because more people
him. All you marks with the Jason Jordan thing, you're wrong because before he joined with Gable, everybody hated him.
Yeah, it was him and Ty Dillinger were a tag team.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like the worst tag team ever.
So he was holding Ty Dillinger back. Maybe that's why you don't like him. Because,
might be.
Yeah, maybe.
Could be.
Nakamura versus Austin Aries. That was
freaking sweet.
Wow.
Did anyone else expect anything less? I mean,
yeah, that's true.
No, that's...
And by the year's end, Nakamura is going to be the NXT champion.
I hope he gets brought up before that.
I don't think he's going to be the champion. I think Joe will go over, and then Nakamura's going to go to the main roster.
Wish they'd have an NXT championship match at WrestleMania.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that'd be...
They'll probably save it for the big NXT show, though.
They could have Nakamura versus Samoa Joe or whoever's the champ is.
I want to know, does anybody in this room here know why Austin Aries was all beat up during the match?
No, they didn't talk about it at all.
The black guy.
Kudos to Corey Grave, though. Talking about, trying to add something to that, but yeah, they didn't show anything.
Speaking of the announcers, today it got released.
Oh, man.
That Jerry the King Lawler suspended for fighting with his girlfriend.
I just want you to know I've thrown a gun in front of Stevie V multiple times and told him to kill himself. I don't see what the big deal is. I'm not in jail.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
Well, according to Jerry Lawler, he said that it all stemmed from him not wanting his girlfriend to drive because she was so drunk and he wouldn't give her the keys.
Yeah.
Quote Jerry Lawler.
Because when I think of
then
upstanding citizens, I think of a 50-year-old who goes to a 17-year-old's prom.
Well, then it makes, I believe Jerry Lawler then. We'll just go there because, of course, he's like, if you're going to drive drunk, you might as well just kill yourself now. Amen, Jerry Lawler. Good job keeping that drunk bitch off the street.
And you know what? Furthermore, I have to say about the situation, the officer that arrested Jerry Lawler is going to be fired within the next day because this was in Memphis, and you don't arrest Jerry Lawler, so he's out of a job.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Hugest thing going since Elvis.
Yeah. Well, okay, NXT Women's Championship. Nia Jax is terrible. Let's move on.
Poor Asuka.
You know what? She is so bad that she
Asuka.
made Asuka look terrible.
Yeah,
and
Asuka's
not terrible.
Yeah, no, she's been burning the house down all the time.
No. We're moving on.
Okay.
All
right.
Okay, the cage match between Samoa Joe and Finn Balor, that was a pretty good match.
Yeah, that's about what I expected out of those two.
You know what? Some of the most coolest shit happened during this match before it even started that I wish the main roster would do. I love their intro, how it's all dark and they just do the spotlights across from each other. Fuck, I wish they would do that in the main roster because that just made it just more epic when it was like that.
I like how they folded the cage
Yes,
around the
that
ring.
was the next one. And then the cage folding around the ring slow.
Yeah,
that got me, just the presentation got me goosebumps.
Yeah, what the hell, main roster? How did they figure this out in the small league?
Oh man, that gave me goosebumps even before they tied up. But dude, the match was really good, and I'm just surprised. And if Samoa Joe gave a middle rope muscle buster to Dyson Kidd, he would have exploded all over the ring.
Absolutely,
but, dude. Finn Balor took that, and I watched him taking it. And that was no joke. I mean, you saw that he was like, ow. When that happened. I was just surprised, like, total shit didn't fly out to the crowd. That was a pretty brutal muscle buster. Finn, I hope you don't have to take too many of those in your career, though. Seriously.
And I'm the commish, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I just want to talk about this. Jay Lethal, who is currently the Ring of Honor champion right now.
Yes.
He was in TNA. You might know him as Black Machismo. But he had a match recently defending his title on a weekly Ring of Honor show against Donovan Dijak.
Dude.
And that match was amazing.
That was freaking sweet, wasn't it?
I love Jay Lethal, but I haven't seen the match yet, so I gotta.
Oh God, it might be down from the website now. It's Thursday.
It was
I'll find it.
It was an amazing match. I didn't even think.
I want to see it because I was like, Dijak?
Yeah,
Really?
I know.
Dijak's good. Well, Gabe knows. I've been a fan of Dijak for a while. I've liked him since he came
Sure.
in, and he has hated his guts. I'm like, no, dude, watch him. He's actually pretty decent, and he's popped for a couple spots for him here and there, but he's never really gotten fully behind him. And then after that match, he's just like, oh, dude, the guy can go. Okay,
Yeah, I gotta see
okay,
it.
sweet.
I gotta see it. Things he was boring to me, Dijak,
He did.
except for the tournament. When he was in that tournament,
Well, everyone looks good in the tournament except
but
Lee Rush.
but I can't say anything negative about Jay Lethal ever because even though he's in Ring of Honor, if you ask me like my top 5 wrestlers going right now in every league, he's on my list somewhere. I love Lethal.
Donovan Dijak did an in-ring to outside of the ring gainer on to Jay Lethal.
Yeah, and he's
Donovan Dijak's a 7-foot tall piece of crap. So
Hey, we 7-foot tall pieces of crap have to stick together, okay?
Yeah, and Vince McMahon, if you happen to be listening to this broadcast, because you always do, I know you do. Look at Jay Lethal, and if you're not going to sign him and let him be who he is right now, at least look on how you promote
champion.
black wrestlers. You don't have to dress them up and do all that stuff.
How about a champion?
Yeah,
I mean, the dude is he's the best freaking...
I think he's the best champion.
He's the best
right
world
now.
champion in the United States. I mean, what's his competition right now? Naito?
Yeah.
And Naito's doing great, but he's doing great by being a bad champion.
and Naito's the New Japan.
Yeah, New Japan's IWGP World Champ.
Yeah, I got to see that guy's finishing move again because that last match I saw him do that finishing move. I kind of was like, show me a replay because it looked like he crawled all over a stand-in person and then dumped them on their head somehow.
Well, they did.
I didn't catch it. I'm like, how did that happen?
If you guys turn your heads away against indie feds and you don't want to see this, the New Japan is not an indie fed, and if you don't watch it, you're missing out, and I'm telling you that right now.
It's really good, guys.
Yeah, their pay-per-views are going to blow you away every time. We've never had a complaint about New Japan. We just finished, I finished. You didn't. I finished the Super Juniors because I knew it was going to be like another 2 weeks before we got to sit down and watch more. And Dominion's the new pay-per-view Dominion's on Sunday, running against Money in the Bank.
Well, who won?
Will Ospreay.
Really?
Yep, Will Ospreay defeat Taguchi in the finals.
Damn, I really thought Matt Sydal was going to win, even though Indie
Kyle
Guy
O'Reilly.
Joe hates Matt Sydal.
Oh, whatever. You can't throw me under the bus
Let's get down
anymore.
to the nitty-gritty right now. We're talking about Money in the Bank 2016. Kickoff, Golden Truth versus Breeze Dango. Obviously, it's going to be the Golden Truth because R-Truth is is the best wrestler ever to live, period.
I hope. My thing is, I don't really care about this match. I don't give a shit who wins. Well, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not WWE champion Tyler Breeze is on the other team.
Wait. Hold on. Let me continue. I was about ready to retract my statement. I don't care about it that much, but if they were smart, they would have Breezango go over and start pushing them in the tag division. Come on, Golden Truth is like a comedy team right now.
It's if you want to call it comedy.
Yeah.
I call it amazing, mind-melting awesomeness. And so does everybody else who, has a brain.
I call it they're just redoing Booker T and Goldust's tag team as they had their champion.
That's so insulting. R-Truth is so much better than Booker T.
I just want do we have a disclaimer for that comment?
Well, Dudley's versus the Lucha Dragons. Like, who gives a shit about that?
Second kickoff match. Does anybody even have any of those people?
I think someone
Pamela
has
has Kalisto. I know that.
I'm pretty sure that the Lucha Dragons are going to win.
Oh, I think like James or someone might have Bubba Ray or something. But
I so much don't care about this match, so let's just say who's going to win.
Nothing.
I'm the only one who cares about the next match too, not just because I'm hoping Apollo Crews will beat Sheamus and get me some
and
points.
show a personality.
Well,
we're
just skipping over the other kickoff match then.
Okay.
Apollo Crews versus Sheamus. Explain yourself.
Well, here it is. If Apollo Crews loses, straight up loses with no shenanigans, Apollo Crews is done.
What even shenanigans would there be?
I don't know.
There's
Sheamus cheats.
No story, no nothing.
Maybe Rocksteady will come, or Bebop will come, since they're trying to Bebop outfit.
Oh yeah, Sheamus has the Ninja Turtle push coming.
That could be, yeah.
Oh, you're done. Apollo Crews is done.
Yep.
I didn't even think about that.
Sheamus has the movie push.
I don't care.
That's too bad. I think Crews is a good wrestler, man, but he is just a freaking robot with no personality.
They brought him up too early.
Oh yeah.
He even said that too. I saw something on him
walking out being smiling guy. Is
I was surprised to be called up so early. It's like
Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin's going over because Baron Corbin's awesome and Dolph Ziggler is a jobber.
Yeah, Baron Corbin's going over. That's it.
I just want to know why this match is happening again, because I think this is the 27th time in the last month that these guys have wrestled.
Because Ziggler's a huge jobber, and every freaking person that they want to push hard always gets 3 matches or 4 with Dolph Ziggler to make him look strong.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, here's an interesting match. It's a 4-way dance here. Oh, wait, is it?
No, tag.
No, it's
they don't even have the titles? Never mind, not interesting at all.
not interesting. That's why I was going, really?
Charlotte and Dana Brooke versus Natalya and Becky Lynch.
I don't know. I think 3 of them are good wrestlers.
Yeah. They're going to let Natalya and Becky Lynch go because Natalya's already lost twice in title matches to Charlotte, just for her to keep some kind of face, I guess.
Natalya pins Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I would like it if Charlotte and Dana Brooke won. So.
I think that's what's going to happen.
Okay.
I'm betting on Natty, but
they're gonna win, and Natty is gonna sell an injury or join them, something like that, and then they're all gonna. Or Becky Lynch is gonna get beat down at the end of this match.
Okay.
Beat down hard, and they're gonna set up a match between her and Charlotte. That's what I think's gonna happen. There's no even point to have this match unless that happens. So
next one, can we go to the what the hell match?
U.S. Championship match,
right.
Rusev versus Titus O'Neil. No doubt in my mind, Titus O'Neil wins that belt.
I'm so rooting for Titus O'Neil just because he's such a freaking huge jobber. He is such a huge jobber. And now that they're trying to push him, I'm just wondering if they're pushing him just because they don't want to get sued by Titus O'Neil for McMahon suspending him.
Or suspended him for blackness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
cover your ass.
Maybe that's the settlement. I won't sue you if you let me. if you let me win the U.S. title, and they go, well, Kalisto has it right now. We don't want you to go over Kalisto, but nobody gives a shit about Rusev anymore, so we'll just put on Rusev really
Too
quick.
bad Rusev's matches have been all right.
Yeah, they have.
They've really been okay.
He's just he has that.
Well, he got caught in that freaking stupid Ziggler angle, and that just ended everything. I don't even think it was Cena that ended him. I think it was that Ziggler angle.
It's like what I say about Ziggler. Same thing about Rusev is. It's like they just write them a script and hand it to him, and they don't even read it.
They don't read it. We're just gonna go with it.
But I like him as a wrestler. I do Rusev, but he's just been in such the worst storylines.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind Titus O'Neil wins that belt. I have...
I'll mark out if he does.
He's going to. There's no doubt in my mind.
Right.
The only reason Rusev has the belt is so Titus O'Neil can win it. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
it does
the
kind
only
of smell
reason.
like some hardcore transitional champion going on right now.
So now we have the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. New Day.
Tornado, right?
I don't know.
I heard it was Tornado.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
New Day, The Club, minus AJ, Enzo and Cass,
Just Cass,
and
because Enzo's gonna get hurt.
and the Vaudevillains. Call it.
Oh, man. Let's see. I don't think New Day is going to lose the belts until SummerSlam.
I think Bullet Club finally takes the belts, and I think
New
Day will win it back at
hold on.
SummerSlam.
But
It's
Bullet
the Club.
Bullet Club is a thing in ROH and New Japan. Sorry, bro.
The Club. They'll drop them back to New Day at SummerSlam, maybe. But I think I
think Club will beat them at SummerSlam, but I think New Day will hold them here. It's a small pay-per-view, man. It's not one of the big ones.
So you think Vaudevillains even have a chance?
Vaudevillains are winning. Mark my words.
Oh, dude, I'm okay with that.
Vaudevillains
I'm
walk
okay
out
with
of
that.
this
I freaking
pay-per-view
love them in NXT.
with the belt.
It'll be their final push right here to try to get them way, way over.
Mark my
Just
words.
as
Starting
long
to get
as-
over little by little, but still not fast enough,
Nah, that's fine. You can slow burn that push.
Yeah.
They'll get over. It's really hard to miss them when they're in the ring. So I think they're pretty noticeable.
Everybody think of me when they're holding the belt up after this match because it's happening. It's happening. Okay, we got Money in the Bank.
Hey, and everybody, if it doesn't happen, visualize Gabe with his hands up in the air holding two dildos.
You can do that anyway. Money in the Bank match.
Yeah.
We have a mystery entry, and that mystery entry is going to be Neville, and Neville's going to win Money in the Bank.
That's a rough prediction, dude.
You're just saying this because if Neville wins Money in the Bank, I get kicked out of fantasy wrestling.
Well,
Or
he's
if
obviously going to
I win. If I win the Money in the Bank for the third year,
Neville.
Oh, goddamn.
But they've been promoting that he's getting ready to come back. There's this mystery person in Money in the
They've also
Bank.
been promoting Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, Bray
Yeah,
Wyatt.
that's another dark horse that I think could also be the mystery person.
Oh, I think Wyatt will get the...
I think whoever the mystery person is going to win Money in the Bank.
I don't. I think, you know what? My gut is telling me Kevin Owens is gonna win it, but then my brain, like after Monday Night Raw, is telling me that just for angle reasons, that Ambrose winning that Money in the Bank and cashing it in on, it can go to all Shield members in one night. Seth Rollins beats Reigns, and then Ambrose cashes in that night and beats Rollins. Just
I mean, a lot of people
I'm
are
starting
asking for it.
yeah, my brain is saying that Ambrose is going to win, but my gut says Owens.
I think if Bray Wyatt shows up, he's going to win it. If not, my gut says Ambrose.
If one of the mystery people doesn't win it, it's going to be Jericho.
Okay, I was just going to say before we go on to the next thing, but how epic would it be if Jericho won it? Having like a
It's kinda
full
due
year
for it,
run
yeah.
with him with that case. You know?
Well, it expires after a year. That's the problem.
Yeah, well,
I wish it didn't expire.
Yeah.
Just let him run around with the case for the next 8 years.
Yeah.
I thought if it's either going to be the mystery person or Jericho. So,
I think mystery person or Ambrose.
yeah. We have Cena versus AJ.
And
And
what's
this-
probably going to be the match of the night.
This is AJ's last chance.
Yep.
What about on Monday Night Raw, Cena's promo on AJ. He
Why would
tore
you put AJ Styles in a promo against John Cena?
He tore AJ up, he tore the Indies up, and he tore New Japan up.
Yeah, he called freaking Bullet Club the bitch club, and then he just told them all the indie guys that come in here and go back to Japan, because that was a brutal one. That was anybody who hates Cena and loves indie wrestling had to put a beer bottle through their TV.
The only way AJ wins this match is if somebody new joins the club. No other way.
Yeah, he signed the contract that the club members are banned from ringside, right?
Right.
Okay. Here's my prediction. AJ wins clean.
No way. No chance.
Kevin Owens did it. I mean, it can happen.
Cena doesn't have a problem putting people over. It's Vince that doesn't want Cena getting putting
but he did it for Owens. Who says that they won't have a rematch at SummerSlam?
AJ has to have a win. He's 0-4 in pay-per-views now?
I don't think this is the end of this feud. I think he wins cleanly here. But, of course, you're going to have Cena is going to go over in, like, SummerSlam or something like that.
Yeah, the repeat of the Owens feud.
Yeah, something like that.
There's just no way that he's going to go over clean.
No, I'm okay with him cheating. I mean, if he's supposed to be Bullet Club AJ, he'd cheat. He'd bring a chair in, no problem.
God, I wish AJ was able to be as good as, was as good as Cena on the mic. Because can you imagine the stuff that he could have said about how you were a trash wrestler and, you had
everything handed to you. You never paid any dues.
Right.
You just waltzed in. Yeah, dude.
But it just didn't happen. That was like
I don't know, man. I think that was on because that stuff's all scripted. All the promos are scripted.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Oh no, so I just whistled John Cena's music for 2 seconds and everyone stopped.
Well,
yeah, I didn't know what you were whistling. I thought you wanted to say something.
I was starting to disappear, right? Because you can't see me.
Uh-huh.
Although I think that AJ is gonna win, which I think he is, and there's gonna be a new member of Bullet Club, I want Cena to go over.
Of course you do. He's on your team.
That has nothing to do with it.
I'm sure.
I'm still thinking about why AJ couldn't cut a promo back. So that was just like the perfect.
I don't think it was him, man. I think it was
they let Owens
script.
do it. Remember, Owens was all over Cena about how he had everything handed to him and all the rest of this shit during their.
I don't know, man. I mean, I've heard AJ's shoot interviews before. It's not like he has a problem speaking.
Yeah.
And that's all he had to do.
AJ doesn't win this match.
He's done.
He's done.
Yeah, he's done.
That's why he's going to win.
Bye, Zach. Nice knowing you, bro. Seems Zach's out.
Let's use my prediction as being a legit prediction. If it were to happen, who would show up to help AJ win? Because he couldn't be part of the club right then and there.
Balor. His main roster debut's imminent, man. It has to happen.
All right, final.
I don't know. Balor's just started a feud with Nakamura.
Yeah. All right, call it. Who's winning?
AJ.
So AJ's hands-on favorite, I guess.
He has to win.
And now we have
Wasted.
Seth Rollins versus not the bad guy, not the good guy,
some guy,
but the guy.
Some guy. All right.
Roman Reigns.
This is just going to be a shenanigans-filled match. That's what I said.
Yeah.
But with Money in the Bank, I think you'll have Stephanie out there, and I don't know what angle they can possibly pull because Rollins, you can't really turn him face because he's already kind of is a face the way he is.
I liked your prediction that you told me earlier in the week.
What was that?
Yeah, remind me what I say.
With the Triple H thing.
So
he says that Triple H is going to come out and try to help Seth Rollins win.
Yeah. He's going to try to help Seth Rollins win, but in the process mess it up for Seth Rollins. And he gets hit by a spear, Reigns wins, and then it starts some kind of an angle between Triple H and Seth Rollins, which will wrestle at SummerSlam.
And I think that's the best prediction.
Can they stop with Roman Reigns, please? Can they please stop?
Why would they stop? There's nobody else that's more over the heel than him.
Yeah,
Why
he gets a lot of crowd
they stop?
reaction. It's the Cena type crowd
Rollins,
reaction, but
yeah, let Rollins do it. Come on, you want a heel champ? Rollins was actually a heel.
But it's working right now.
Well, I think Rollins is going to have a lot of runs.
Oh yeah, he will.
I mean, by the time he's over, by the time his career is done, if he doesn't fuck up or injure himself really bad for the WWE, if he stays right in the WWE.
Well, he didn't injure himself doing anything ridiculous.
Yeah,
so.
he might break Flair's record,
Well,
which probably by that time will be John Cena's record.
Yeah.
Well, as long as he's not so dangerous in the ring and injuring himself, like Bret Hart said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bret Hart never has anything nice to say about anybody.
No. Yeah, he's the grumpiest human being on the planet.
Yes, he is.
I think either your prediction's gonna be right, or I'm gonna go way the fuck out there.
I like your predictions. I'm here.
And say that the club comes out to help Roman Reigns retain.
And Roman Reigns in the club leader?
Yeah. Well, I don't say that he's the leader, but he will be part of the club.
Man, again, how many beer bottles go through? Because the people who would even really know who the Bullet Club is and stuff are the people who cannot stand Roman Reigns. They like different. They like a different style of wrestling. That's not Roman Reigns' style.
Here's the dominoes that have to fall for that to happen. Number 1, the club has to win the tag team championships. Number 2, AJ has to win John Cena, and then this will happen. And then they'll start to pull a full-on, like, we're taking over angle. So, what do you think?
I think that Roman Reigns is going to get hit by 17 finishers from Seth Rollins, kick out of every one of them, hit one spear, and then the match is going to be over.
Just clean, no shenanigans?
That's nothing. I have no faith in the booking of this match.
And I just, I
think they're wasting a potential WrestleMania angle on this.
Yeah, I just don't think that if Reigns is going to join a group, he's just going to make some kind of Samoan group. I don't know, but
they're going to get the Usos and like two Samoan wrestlers with painted faces, and
Samoa Joe.
No. It's going to be they're going to call them the Gorillas of Eternity or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, you're talking
Bullet
about
Club
like
Joe? Yeah, Tama Tonga and Tama Loga or Tama Long. Yeah.
Moose.
Oh, you have to be excited.
Moose. Backstage at NXT.
Yep. Oh no, he's got a tryout now. It's
so he'll be there.
Yep.
War Machine was backstage at NXT also.
Speaking of that NXT Takeover saw the return of Paul Ellering, and that's someone that was the
who?
Yeah.
Who?
I had to explain to. I don't know if I had explained it to Gabe. I know I explained it to a couple other people, but he was the manager for the Legion of Doom for a long time, and he's just legendary, known for them, managing them. They came out with these new guys called the Authors of Pain, and you know what? Maybe like I was telling you, maybe they need to start doing steroids again or something. Because I remember like when the Road Warriors would come out, they would fight. They go out there and squash these jobbers that were like half their size, but they're trying to push these guys like they're huge. And the people that they were wrestling against on NXT just last week looked almost as big as them, but
why not save this guy for War Machine?
Yeah, that's what I said. He should have.
Oh yeah, dude.
The place would have went crazy if Paul Ellering would have came out.
Yeah, War Machine can actually talk too, so it'd make his life easier.
And War Machine's more like the Legion of Doom than
exactly.
These other two. I don't know. I'm giving these guys a chance. I haven't seen too much from them. They had some pretty good moves.
I don't know who they are. I haven't seen them yet.
I don't even know who they are. Nothing.
I'm sorry. I'm just tired of Samoan people. There's just too many of them.
Are they Samoan? I thought they were.
They look Samoan.
One of them has the tattoo, is the same exact one that The Rock has, but on the other shoulder.
Oh, okay. I thought they were. They were Mexican.
I guess
it was really Nia Jax without her.
All right. Well, we're pretty much out of time, so let's all call Joe Jobber and sign off.
Yeah. Whatever. Two-time champ. You guys are worthless.
Jobber.
I'm a jobber. Big jobber. I'm Joe.